Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Friday, February 26th, at 8:27 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 730 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Trump lost because character counts, that's why his CPAC speech won't change anything. CPAC 2021, Live, gold Trump statue unveiled as Republican summit branded Woodstock for election liars. Op Silent Viper, how an Indian rape suspect was caught after 22 years. Newly confirmed Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm is obsessed with creating clean energy jobs. Husband of Hitler quoting GOP Congresswoman parked his militia sticker truck outside Capitol January 6. Biden News, Live, President approves airstrike in Syria as police fear plot to blow up Capitol during SO2. North Korea, Russian diplomat leave by hand-push trolley. Journalist Tim O'Brien, who's seen Trump's taxes, thinks Trump's accountant will now flip in DA inquiry. While President Biden visits storm-torn Texas, Senator Ted Cruz will be giving a speech on cancel culture in Florida. Former U.S. gymnastics coach dies by suicide after sex crime charges filed in Michigan. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. The suicide of the ex-USA gymnastics coach who faced abuse charges was an escape from justice, former gymnast says, CNN. New surveillance video shows the horrific attack on Lady Gaga's dog walker, CNN. European leaders double down on need to speed up vaccination program, CNBC. Another COVID-19 surge hangs in the balance. This is how experts say we keep it from becoming reality, CNN. Pelosi vows to keep minimum wage provision in House bill, Harris could act, Fox News. Prince Harry opens up about royal family step back, it was destroying my mental health, HuffPost. NASA leaves hidden message on parachute of Mars rover, Fox News. Bruno Mars, Anderson. Pop team up for new band Silk Sonic, Rolling Stone. North Korea's borders are closed, but Russia says some of its citizens found a way out by trolley, The New York Times. iPhone 13 versus iPhone 12, rumored features, cameras and more compared, CNET. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. CPAC cancelled an anti-Semitic speaker, here are the extremists they didn't cancel. Cities voted for green building codes, now developers want to end voting. New movies and shows on Netflix in March. How the U.S. is killing off the death penalty. How to support a loved one who has long-haul COVID-19. 7 things in your house you've been using wrong all this time. How to get your kids to make their own damn snacks. Stephen Yeun on Minari, his most personal movie yet. Being fat is not a moral failure, here's how to teach your kids that. It didn't hurt at all, Queen Elizabeth urges vaccine-hesitant people to get COVID-19 shot. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. 14-year-old helps people find vaccine. Video, vet rescues passengers from fiery crash. Deaf wrestler's family wants apology, rematch. Fake Apple support stole $1,000 from woman. Family wants death penalty for gruesome murder. Student discriminated against for black king shirt. Baby dies when ambulance sent to wrong address. Library displays portraits to honor lives lost to COVID-19. Mom, daughter honored by city for saving stranger. 20 pounds of marijuana found during traffic stop. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Positive virus tests decline in NY, but variants loom. Nigerian students are abducted in second kidnapping in just over a week. One Pfizer dose strongly protects those who've had virus, studies find. Odessa. Boeing 777 makes an emergency landing in Moscow after engine warning. Shamima Begum loses effort to return to UK and fight for citizenship. In a changing military, the army eases its rules for women's hair. Like a warm hug from an angel. University finds 18th century schoolhouse where black children learn to read. Sourdough on Shabbat, inside the city's kosher food revolution. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Prince Harry tells late-night host James Corden about royal ordeal, toxic UK press. Islanders score 5 and third, beat first-place Bruins 7-2. Mike Smith makes 32 saves, Oilers beat Canucks 3-0. Win $1,000 on Creighton Xavier with Fox Super 6. Antetokounmpo scores 38 as Bucks outlast Pelicans 129-125. Billie Holiday star Andra Day on what helped her most to play the real-life jazz singer. Dr. Robert Jeffress, Republican Civil War, which side will evangelicals choose? Mitchell leads number 22 SDSU past Boise State 78-66 in OT. Michigan State beats number 4 Ohio State 71-67, improves NCAA resume. Right, Horn lead Colorado 280-60 to rout of number 19 USC. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Friday, February 26th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Cal Penn on the opportunity to join Clarice, I jumped at the chance, it's so different. Third stimulus check, when could you get another economic relief payment? CIT, a love story discovered in the Galapagos Islands. Paramount Plus is 1 week away, here's what's in store. Modest hero of forgotten war recalls historic rescue mission. Cherry Hill, New Jersey School District will require students to take African American history to graduate. Walton Goggins on the Unicorn's final few episodes of Season 2, you will laugh, there will be moments where you'll cry. Researchers developing rapid at-home COVID test that connects to your smartphone. Once-in-a-lifetime sighting, incredibly rare half-male, half-female cardinal spotted in Pennsylvania. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Alex Salmon prepares to give bombshell evidence to Holyrood inquiry. JCVI set to unveil COVID vaccine priority list once over 50s are jabbed. Prince Philip begins 11th day in hospital in his joint longest stay for at least a decade. Gordon Ramsay's quiz show nightmare, chef's primetime effort bank balance is slammed. COVID symptom tracker app estimates UK cases have leveled off at 9,500 a day and are not shrinking. Climate change has weakened the Gulf Stream system close to tipping point. Emmanuel Macron says he would take Oxford vaccine. Poodles are transformed into a pony, camel, lion and gorilla for BBC reality TV dog show. Coronavirus vaccines may help long COVID patients beat crippling fatigue. Gotcha, speed camera van driver caught scrolling through Facebook on her phone at 60 miles per hour. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. The end of Cold War thinking. Somalia's politicians strike a last-minute deal, but fears of conflict remain high. Hundreds of Nigerian schoolgirls taken in mass abduction. Checks to impose tighter lockdown amid UK variant surge. One woman's bomb-filled garden in Nagorno-Karabakh points to lingering perils from war. Somalia's opposition postpones protest over election delay. Bangladeshi's protest prison death of commentator. Officials, attack targets Afghan reporter's family, kills 3. Nigeria faces third mass kidnapping of schoolchildren in 3 months. Sailor who fell overboard clung to sea rubbish for 16 hours and survived. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. What the Muratan affair reveals about the Washington, D.C. swamp. David Sirota. Coronavirus live news. First travelers to leave UK quarantine hotels. France could impose regional lockdowns. Japan minister opposes move to allow women to keep maiden names. The fight for $15 isn't just about justice, it's good economics. Stephen Greenhouse. Europa League last 16 draw, weekend team news and more. Live. COVID Angels, the volunteers helping at-risk strangers get vaccinated. More than 25 drink from the worst U.S. water systems, with Latinos most exposed. Shamima Begum loses court battle over UK citizenship. Billie Eilish's film shows post-Britney pop pressures are as tough as ever. Prince Harry defends Netflix's The Crown in James Corden interview. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Police raid far-right network in Germany. McConnell says he'd support Trump if he wins 2024 nomination. Queen says COVID vaccine is quick, painless and helps others. Lady Gaga's dog walker shot, French bulldogs stolen in LA. More than half of Americans want COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible, poll. 2 U.S. Navy ships in Middle East facing COVID-19 outbreaks. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Biden takes first military action with strike on Iran-backed militias. Nigeria's Zamfara attack, hundreds of schoolgirls feared abducted. John Jeddert, ex-US Olympics coach found dead after sex assault charges. The young girl who became pen pal with Bollywood's biggest stars. Biden raises human rights in call with Saudi King Salman. Singapore, Britain jailed for breaking strict quarantine. COVID-19, Sri Lanka reverses anti-Muslim cremation order. Melissa Kadek, missing fraud suspect's foot found on Australian beach. Ethiopia's Tigray crisis, how a massacre in the sacred city of Aksum unfolded. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. FDA committee to review Johnson & Johnson vaccine, Joe Biden urges unity with state governors, latest COVID-19 updates. On this day, February 26, 1962. Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine, which requires just one shot, is on track to become third allowed for use in U.S. Mass shootings hit a record high in 2020. Can COVID-19 vaccines bring peace in 2021? Spider-Man, also known as Tom Holland, climbs into dramatic shoes for Cherry. NBC adds sci-fi show The Brie 2 lineup. Conspiracy theories and lies drive rift within GOP. Joe Biden marks 15 vaccine doses in 37 days. South Korea, Hong Kong administer first vaccinations. 508k U.S. deaths. Latest COVID-19 updates. In sickness and in health, South Dakota man with genetic kidney disease receives life-saving transplant from his wife. U.S. targets Iranian militants in Syria. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. LA County COVID-19 hospitalizations hit 3-month low while MISC cases climb. Despite concerns over increasing student stress, standardized testing to go on with some limits. COVID-19 vaccines prioritized for California educators will focus on struggling communities. Riverside man arrested in Capitol riot after employer identifies him in news photo. Highway 1 washout near Big Sur expected to be fixed by summer. 4 reasons why Zoom is so exhausting and what you can do about it. Burning trash barrel sparks wind-driven fire in San Bernardino. I'm fully vaccinated. Can I hug a friend, eat indoors, see a movie? Here are answers. Earthquake, 3.5 quake recorded near American League Division Seriesburg, California. 2 workers critically injured in electrical explosion in downtown LA. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Friday, February 26, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Dutch Parliament becomes second in a week, and first in the EU, to accuse China of genocide of the Uyghur Muslim minority in the western region of Xinjiang. China denies any human rights abuses, claiming its camps provide vocational training and are needed to fight extremism. Court rules British woman who joined ISIS as schoolgirl cannot return to UK. Gunmen abduct 317 schoolgirls in northwest Nigeria as security collapses. Prince Harry, I left royal life because press was destroying my mental health. Putin critic Alexei Navalny has been transferred to a penal colony. Eritrean troops killed hundreds of civilians in Ethiopia's Tigray, Amnesty International says. I left Britain to escape toxic press, Prince Harry says. Don't be selfish, get a COVID shot, says UK's Queen Elizabeth. ISIS bride Shamima Begum not allowed to return to UK Supreme Court rules. Death of diesel looms as car makers accelerate to electric future. The world's biggest diesel engine factory in Trémery, eastern France, is undergoing a radical overhaul. It's switching to make electric motors. U.S. military helicopters have been spotted repeatedly flying at low altitudes of 300 meters or less between Tokyo skyscrapers, contravening aviation regulations for Japanese aircraft. UN calls on Israel to immediately stop demolishing Palestinian homes, buildings in West Bank. Pakistan MP who is in his late 50s, marries 14-year-old Baloch girl, police launch probe. You preyed upon a young girl, Uber driver jailed for 5 years after raping teenage passenger in Australia. The next headlines are from Forbes. Improving turnaround time for CT scans, a study in balanced processes. Here are all the free PlayStation Plus games for March 2021 on PS4, PS5 and PSVR. No more trade-offs, latest scoop on innovation and security for the public sector. BBC announces plans to be the benchmark in workplace diversity and inclusion. Atlanta Braves lost $67 million during 2020 season. Sixers need trade deadline reinforcements to keep pace with Brooklyn Nets. Airlines will need fewer wide-body aircraft post-pandemic. Charlie Crockett is releasing music his own way in a pandemic and it's working. Intrigue surrounds Jared Kalenick's 2021 spring training thanks to service time manipulation. What Tottenham Hotspur's downward spiral tells us about Jose Mourinho's future. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Can COVID spread from frozen wildlife? Scientists probe pandemic origins. COVID research updates. A COVID vaccine passes a real-world test with flying colors. Major physics society won't meet in cities with racist policing record. SARS-CoV-2 spike D614G change enhances replication and transmission. Intestinal worms throw open the door to dangerous viruses. How Europe's €100 billion science fund will shape 7 years of research. breaking the binary by coming out as a trans scientist. Webcast, how to write a great CV for academia and industry. Liar liar, male lyrebirds try to get more sex with frightening falsehoods. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,688,522,932 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. 2021 Oscars predictions, all awards categories. MK2 film seals pre-sales on Joaquin Trier's new film, unveils first still exclusive. Charlton Copley stars in first look at Tony Stone's Ted K. Global Bulletin. European film market chief Dennis Rohan challenges of staging virtual market. Wu Assassin standalone movie Fistful of Vengeance ordered at Netflix. Live Nation CEO says U.S. music festivals could reopen by midsummer. Werewolf thriller Bloodthirsty lands at Brainstorm Media, set release date exclusive. New and Connect TF1 Studio, UGC Images sign international distribution deal exclusive. Jonathan Majors in talks to star in Spike Lee, Stephen Bristol's Netflix film Gordon Hemingway and the Realm of Cthulhu. Netflix to invest $100 million to improve diversity in TV shows, films. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. North Korea's network of prison camps funds weapons programs, rights group says. Court says Shamimad Begum, who left UK to join ISIS, cannot return. How is the COVID-19 vaccination campaign going in your state? Coronavirus world map, we've now passed the 100 million mark for infections. How severe is your state's coronavirus outbreak? College tuition sparked a mental health crisis, then the hefty hospital bill arrived. Why is Facebook launching an all-out war on Apple's upcoming iPhone update? With one move, Congress could lift millions of children out of poverty. Biden's $1.9 trillion rescue plan, vital medicine or costly overkill? Virginia is poised to approve its own Voting Rights Act. The following headlines are from The Week. CPAC attendees boo and yell freedom after being told to wear a mask. Spike in violence against Asian Americans has stoked fear and paranoia. The U.S. could double its COVID-19 vaccine availability overnight. What's the holdup? Progressives want to overrule Senate parliamentarian over minimum wage increase. What to expect at the 2021 Golden Globes. John Boehner apparently dropped a "Go FK yourself" to Ted Cruz into his memoir audiobook. COVID-19 cases and deaths are starting to rise again. How worried should we be? The Daily Business Briefing, February 26, 2021. 10 things you need to know today, February 26, 2021. The intensive mothering trap. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. Clogged toilets, snow inside, how the winter storm exacerbated problems in Texas lockups. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. Testing proves its worth with successful Mars parachute deployment. The next headlines are from Universe Today. The core of the Milky Way is an extreme place. What a geologist sees when they look at Perseverance's landing site. These are the news headlines for today, Friday, February 26th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. evidence for white dwarfs consuming Earth-like worlds. Water worlds may be abundant in our galaxy. Watch International Space Station Spacewalk February 28. Full snow moon on February 26 to 27, 2021. Photographer snags shot of yellow penguin. People sleep less before a full moon. Why does this galaxy look older than its years? Earth wind may generate water on the moon. Astrophysicists design radically different world map. The next news is from Politico. Why state legislatures are still very white and very male. Biden's first 100 days. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Facebook Supreme Court to receive new powers. House set to pass Biden's $1.9 trillion pandemic relief package. Kane demands legal rationale for Biden's Syria airstrike. CEO of Canada's top pension fund resigns after getting COVID-19 shot abroad. Liberal group targets Republicans who voted to overturn 2020 election. The most important person you don't know. The nation's cartoonists on the week in politics. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Targeted attack, violent street heist of Lady Gaga's dog spurs questions of motive. Gunmen kidnap more than 300 schoolgirls in nighttime raid in Nigeria. World walking blindfolded into a minefield due to climate inaction. Women unwelcome in parliament because men don't want to share power with them. Modest men of the sea offer a lesson in nobility. A constant threat to natural environment. What a warming Australia can learn from a frozen Texas. The new world of investing, Air Jordans, Banksies and cat gifs. Office landlords confident of market turnaround. Landlords release as department stores downsize. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The ratings game, Best Buy expects to shutter more than 20 stores this year with many more on the chopping block as business evolves to online. The Tell, a new wave of fearless retail investors could be ready to pour $170 billion into stocks, says Deutsche Bank. British Airways owner IAG suffers record €7.4 billion loss. Pfizer vaccine can reduce transmission after one dose, new study finds. Need to know, so long, there is no alternative trade, what should investors do now? Queen Elizabeth II tells subjects not to be selfish and get a COVID-19 shot. As new infections keep rising in France, Macron resists lockdowns. Shares in David Beckham-backed cannabis company soar on London debut. Sports Watch, what is NBA Top Shot? Everything you need to know about the digital asset with over $230 million in transactions. Outside the box, it's time to get your estate planning done. Here's how to do it right. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Shares for the future, a dozen good businesses, interactive investor. Controlling the airspace, dogfight begins over defined airspace patents, JD Supra. 5 tips for life sciences companies to protect their AI technologies, JD Supra. Telling the untold, taking Black history beyond 1 month, Köln. The evolution of IP in high-growth companies, Lixology. Philips again recognized as Eclair of the top 100 global innovator, GuruFocus.com, GuruFocus.com. Chambers Patent Litigation 2021 Guide, France, Lixology. Final office actions, what are they and how to respond, Lixology. High Court moles taking up diagnostic patent eligibility fight, Bloomberg Law. How to successfully obtain blockchain patents, Lixology. The next headlines are from Quartz. The Fed is on a collision course with the $20 trillion Treasury market. The economic rationale for whether you deserve a stimulus check. Huawei CFO Meng Wanzhou's extradition fight moves to yet another jurisdiction. U.S. stimulus vote, Hong Kong protest manual, Yellow Penguin. Who should pay to fix the electric grid? There are kinks in Biden's plan to strengthen America's supply chain. What is slowing down Jeff Bezos' enormous rocket? India's new social media guidelines could make Signal's strength its weakness. The AFTA agreement should be radical in prioritizing Africa's health. The inconsistencies in India's COVID-19 vaccine approval system. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Study shows California telcos are simply letting their networks fall apart. Fifth Circuit says tasing a person soaked in gasoline and setting them on fire isn't an unreasonable use of force. Monster Energy goes after auto body shop because of its M logo and use of green color. The internet has enabled independent journalism to flourish in Russia, for now, at least. Another report shows U.S. consumers don't get the broadband speeds they pay for. How we created a virtual workshop to help a group of brilliant thinkers explore positive futures around AI. Tennessee politicians ask state colleges to forbid student athletes from kneeling during the national anthem. Daily Deal, the complete logo design in Photoshop course. DRM screws people yet again, book DRM data breach exposes reporters' emails and passwords. Comcast forced to back off broadband cap expansion, until next year. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Stock market. 76ers. WandaVision Episode 8. Michigan State basketball. Sixers. Punky Brewster. Syria. Rachel Levine. Full moon. Xbox. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. After U.S. apologizes to Ireland for soldiers breaking COVID-19 rules during flight stopover, Irish FM confirms 2 more incidents. We have a hint, it may be possible, controversial stem cell therapy repaired injured spinal cords in 13 patients. Gunman kidnap 317 schoolgirls in northwest Nigeria, police confirm, the second major raid in as many weeks. Amid Yerevan turmoil and military uprising, Azerbaijani President Aliyev says Armenian PM Pashinyan has led his country to ruin. Fans concerned for Barkabas Koman after second nosebleed prompts premature end to presser, before cause is clarified. COVID cases fall across UK to last October's levels, Statistics Office reports. Arab man accused of passing Israeli missile defense information to Hamas. Not a city in Israel without violations. Police break up more than 100 parties, issue 2,500 fines on Purim holiday. Johnson biggest recruiting sergeant for nationalism, ex-PM Brown says in blistering attack on Britain's COVID-19 response. Ex-Spanish King Juan Carlos pays back multi-million euros tax bill amid corruption scandal. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Texas desperate for out-of-state plumbers amid broken water pipe chaos. Recipe for egg long show. 27% of all household income in the U.S. now comes from the government. Coinbase wants to help companies follow in Tesla's footsteps. Mitch sentiment slumps to 6-month lows as partisan divide grows. Quant who called this week's rout turns bullish, says CTAs are now covering Psy shorts. I hope they do, Elon Musk taunts SEC over potential investigation into Dogecoin tweets. Rabo, we are about to lose all price discovery, and never go back again without a systemic crash. The carnage continues, ARK funds see more than $400 million in outflows Thursday. Pelosi to keep minimum wage hike in COVID-19 relief bill despite parliamentarians' ruling. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Niger's President-elect Bazoum rules out power sharing. Explosion hits Israeli-owned cargo ship in Gulf of Oman. India, BJP's rise in former communist bastion has Muslims worried. Biden must decide on U.S. troops in Afghanistan as deadline looms. Fight for $15, wage hike likely blocked from Biden's COVID relief. Dutch court approves government's use of pandemic curfew measures. Rwandan court rules it can try Hotel Rwanda hero. Can Armenia's PM survive protests and a coup attempt? GameStop has déjà vu, Iraq reflects on oil and Martian winds blow. GameStop sees best week since January in Reddit-fueled frenzy. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Governor Ron DeSantis, Florida oasis of freedom in country of lockdowns. Biden likely to continue endless wars in Afghanistan. Report, China raping Tibetan women in separate crop of concentration camps. Supreme Court orders no regrets jihadi bride Shamimad Begum cannot return to UK. Gang clashes increased by 24% in France in 2020. Grassroots group launches petition calling for investigation into Stacey Abrams' voting registration effort. San Francisco to redistribute $120 million from police to black community. 317 schoolgirls kidnapped by bandits in northwest Nigeria. Everyone agreed on vaccine passports, says Merkel at EU coronavirus summit. Exclusive CPAC Sunshine Edition, ACU Chair Matt Schlapp says mega conservative conference considering permanent move to Florida. The next headlines are from UPI News. Stop for gas earns Michigan woman a $500,000 lottery jackpot. Man from Ireland becomes world's oldest ice-mile swimmer. Look, Illinois police seeking owner of belligerent guinea fowl. 57-year-old photo, baptism certificate found during kitchen remodeling. Watch, University of Michigan library closed after venomous spiders found. Runaway cat reunited with family after 14 years in Britain. Italian weightlifter breaks Guinness record with 6-minute deadlift. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. Terrifying National Park Stories Part 2. Terrifying National Park Stories Part 1. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. She survived cancer at 10, now she will be the youngest person to be launched into space. Cuddling in freezing temperatures, newborn calf and collie become adorable best friends. This man makes amazing origami art, folding single sheets of paper for months at a time. Boosting natural nitric oxide levels in the lungs is a possible treatment for COVID-19, study finds. If anyone needs to stay positive, just validate their feelings, study says. Spanish city is squeezing green electricity from leftover oranges. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Friday, February 26th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Sexy Times with Wonkson, the internet's most beloved fanfiction site is undergoing a reckoning. Turtles caught in disastrous oil spill treated with mayonnaise, the tar-covered animals were given the condiment to flush out their digestive systems. A middle schooler was insecure about his haircut, so his principal fixed it himself instead of disciplining the boy for wearing a hat. Senator Bob Casey sponsors bill to protect children from falling furniture. Mom speaks out after school finds her OnlyFans account and expels her sons. It's body shaming and bullying. Statue of Queen Elizabeth II found beheaded in Victoria Park. Top Hong Kong University cuts ties with student union over national security concerns. North Korea makes Russian diplomat push themselves out of country using handcar amid COVID restrictions. Lawmaker proposing Grand Theft Auto ban says video game contributes to carjackings. Russian diplomats use hand-pull trolley to cross in Korea border. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. How to automatically delete your embarrassing tweets for free. Want $10,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum? Just give back and enter for your chance to win. An ode to portable CD players, you were ugly in a beautiful way. The skills to turn you into a true back-end web developer are right here for under $30. LA's light rail extension could help revitalize neighborhoods and improve air quality. You should wave at the end of video calls, here's why. Twitter's new communities and super follows will make it more like Facebook and Patreon. How to shift your AI focus from accuracy to value. AI-powered information operations and new citizenship. Robot artist gets its first major exhibition, but is it truly creative? The following headlines are from Science Daily. Do teenage tyrants outcompete other dinosaurs? Chip simplifies COVID-19 testing, delivers results on a phone. Comet makes a pit stop near Jupiter's asteroids. Drive-through type test to detect viral infections in bacteria. Understanding the evolution of SARS and COVID-19 type viruses. Abnormal sodium levels in hospitalized patients with COVID-19 predict death or respiratory failure. Openly available toolkit to help lab-based coronavirus research. Vitamin D deficiency does not increase risk of type 1 diabetes, study finds. 2 new genes linked to Alzheimer's disease discovered. Study estimates 2/3 of COVID-19 hospitalizations due to 4 conditions. The next headlines are from Information Week. Why IT should have a separate training budget. The hybrid workplace is a reality, but the office is not dead. Does DevSecOps require observability to get the job done? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Friday, February 26th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Utah could scrap its English-only law. NBA opens investigation into alleged racist comment by Utah Jazz VP Dennis Lindsey. Weekly Run newsletter, Mike Conley gets some all-star support from a non-LeBron Laker. Woman says she was punished at Turnabout Ranch after reporting a sexual assault. Mike Lee argues the left is attacking the Bill of Rights. Robert Gehrke, in a mind-boggling vote to allow DIY rape kits, Utah's Republican legislators condoned exploiting victims. SUA can sue over Zinca's secret meetings with Utah County commissioners over monuments. Michelle Goldberg, the book that should change the way progressives talk about race. Senior Alex Barcello put up historic night to lead the Cougars over San Francisco and avoid a letdown. Utah Politics Podcast, Utah lawmakers consider spending big on transportation. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Plastic bottles holding 2.3 liters are least harmful to the planet. Sergey Brin's airship aims to use world's biggest mobile hydrogen fuel cell. Coinbase says entire crypto market could destabilize if Bitcoin's creator is ever revealed or sells their $30 billion stake. Nikola stops work on electric watercraft and ATV projects. Smart TVs running Google TV will have a basic option. Valve has to provide some Steam sales data to Apple, judge says. Google pledges changes to research oversight after internal revolt. Facebook is considering facial recognition for its upcoming smart glasses. Electronic Arts cancels Gaia game after years in development. Amazon gives Code.org $15 million to reimagine advanced placement CSA. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Live, White House COVID-19 response team holds briefing as U.S. approval of J&J vaccine nears. NASA naming headquarters after Hidden Figures engineer Mary Jackson. Hive, House expected to approve $1.9 trillion virus relief bill. Expect some spotty showers, but overall mild weather with temperatures in the 50s. Ramp to Poplar Strait Bridge reopened, one dead after car falls off approach to bridge. Hive, Fox 2's and Graco hosts COVID town hall on KMOX radio Facebook page. 2 found dead in their Melville home from COVID. St. Louis could still get crime surveying spy planes this summer. Police say fatal Wildwood shooting was self-defense. Hawley reiterates he did nothing wrong objecting to election certification. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. High school athletes resume play, with limitations. Massive industrial complex fire burns structures, buses in Compton area, nearby apartments evacuated. Man gunned down while trying to break into home. Man shot in front of home. Local American Idol alum to undergo surgery Friday to remove brain tumor. COVID-19 bill cannot include $15 minimum wage hike, Senate referee says. Police shoot man allegedly holding knife downtown. Judge denies request to reopen in lawsuit brought by 25 gyms. Hospitalizations keep falling as county reports 519 COVID-19 cases, 30 more deaths. North County parents sue to get kids back in class sooner. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Bloody scene, GPS evidence led investigators to bodies of Portage couple. Unity crumbling, Verhofstadt orders EU to get act together on Russia, Nord Stream 2 fury. 55 years after execution in Syria, Israeli spy Eli Cohen still makes headlines, the media line. Watchdog reviews former engineer's complaint that FBI unfairly investigated him as Chinese spy. Experts tell California Public Utility Commission to brace for higher electricity rates. Caring friend jailed over 2 years for stalking and blackmailing woman in Luton. Amazon's lack of public disclosure on SolarWinds hack angers lawmakers. A Beautiful Spy by Rachel Hauer, an intensely poignant, emotional and passionate tale, book review. Hazelwood School District official puts hidden camera in foster son's bedroom. 15 great spy books for kids who love spy stories book riot. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Israeli military selects CH-53K King Stallion as new transport helicopter. U.S. Marine Corps uses its newest ACVs during exercise in 29 Palms. Russia receives requests for Su-57E fighters from foreign customers. Russian army orders more Chinese SUVs. Ukrainian army expected to receive new Kozak-2 M1 combat vehicles later this year. Turkish hunter-killer unmanned aircraft passes 300,000 flight hours milestone. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. A first farewell bids goodbye to our childhood. With other plans to file for long-rumored Hong Kong IPO. Chinese lingerie brand apologizes for joke about workplace sexism. One Song Under Heaven, a history of China's national anthems. Chinese youth find pandemic relief in the form of role-playing. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Friday, February 26, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. America's neighbor authorizes AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. Santa Clara County allows youth sports. Bruno Mars releasing new music with Anderson .Paak's Silk Sonic Band. Man killed at Oakland youth football practice. Prince Harry raps Fresh Prince, says he didn't walk away from royal family. Tiger Woods crash, recovery begins at LA hospital. Queen Elizabeth II calls vaccine quite harmless. PG&E faces more oversight over fire risk mitigation. County officials fill vacant seats on Oakley School Board after hot mic incident. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Third U.S. vaccine could raise question, which shots are best? Militia official, U.S. strike in Syria kills one, wounds several. Illinois tollway permanently eliminates cash payments. Stocks give up an early gain, turn lower, bond yield slip. Explosion strikes Israeli-owned ship in Mideast amid tension. Ex-Bear lineman acquitted of charges Iran fight ring at youth prison in St. Charles. State vaccinates a record 130,021 people Wednesday as case counts keep dropping. Golfers having a ball at Contini driving range, so workers must do the big pick in snow. Better, WGN's Dan Roan apologizes for calling player thug. CLC plans to turn former Gurney Louise into Advanced Technology Center. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Frasier is back, beloved Seattle sitcom to get a reboot 17 years after finale. Game Changers, Seattle Art Museum receives gift of 19 artworks, worth approximately $400 million. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Marian 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.8 m, depth 10 km, in Southeast Indian Ridge February 26, 2021, 11:58 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Volcanic eruption is ongoing for Etna in Italy. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Friday, February 26th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Prince Harry says he left royal life because UK press was destroying his mental health. Future of River Oaks Theatre uncertain as lease negotiations stall. Couple waited more than 12 hours to tell police they killed house guest, HPD says. Stalled front brings more fog and dreary weather. This must stop. Heartbroken mother loses 2 sons in violent crash after car meetup. James Corden Prince Harry interview, royal visits Fresh Prince of Bel-Air home, raps Will Smith song. Massive industrial complex fire rips through structures, buses in Compton. Hive blog, 13 investigates Ted Oberg in Austin for Urquhart hearings. President Joe Biden visits Houston to survey winter storm damage, COVID-19 vaccination site. U.S. airstrike in Syria kills 1, wounds several, official says. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Report questions claim Palestinian was shot in self-defense. Berlin man convicted over threat to blow up British hospital. From reggaeton to Hollywood, Nicky Jam dreams of his star. Knit editor Bill Hamilton joining publisher Celadon Books. Could pandemic further erode the New England town meeting? Native American nominees grilling raises questions on bias. As Handmaid's Tale returns, creator sees no end in sight. NYC schools chancellor exits, citing virus personal toll. Ivory Coast second country to receive COVID vaccines via COVAX. Braves extend manager Brian Snitker through at least 2023. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Cuomo's new nursing home rules still keep many families from visiting loved ones. NYC Schools Chancellor Richard Carranza resigns. A new variant was found in New York City, but you shouldn't panic yet. MTA's Inspector General says her office saved agency $22 million. Extra extra, forget about your house of cards, try this fragmentary time waster. New report details how NYC arts sector has been devastated by the pandemic. Skipping the line, how some Maniers get vaccinated without an appointment. Coronavirus statistics, tracking the epidemic in New York. Peter Luger and Madame Tussauds team up for pandemic-era dystopian dining experience. Red Hook man killed in city's second and-run fatality in 24 hours. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Minor earthquake 3.2 mag, 56 kilometers south by southwest of White City, New Mexico. Light earthquake, M4.4 quake has struck near Nani in Japan. Minor earthquake, 2.92 mag was detected near Radcliffe City in Oklahoma. Light earthquake 4.3 mag, 117 kilometers northwest of Naha, Japan. Light earthquake 4.5 mag, 17 kilometers east of Danghera, Tajikistan. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag was detected near Singkil in Indonesia. Light earthquake 4.4 mag, 69 kilometers northeast of Rabaul, Papua New Guinea. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag strikes near Hafnarfjord in Iceland. Light earthquake, 4.2 mag was detected near the Loyalty Islands. Moderate earthquake, 5.8 mag has occurred near Southeast Indian Ridge. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Renewed, more ambitious targets of Paris Agreement needed. Money laundering, the darker side of the world's offshore financial system. Energy crisis, tribal behavior or quality decisions based on conscious trade-offs. Ending inequality as every owns business. Lebanon, a lion pit for journalism. UN Peacebuilding Commission must prioritize protecting youth activists facing retaliation. A growing shift in the narrative about climate action. Drug use is a health issue, we need to decriminalize. Western Sahara, Africa's last colony, to resume liberation struggle on hold since 1991. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Where the FK are the Czechs, they went to Raytheon so they can bomb my country. California bill requires gender-neutral stores, fines retailers for boy and girl toy departments. U.S. bombs Syria and ridiculously claims self-defense. American Avenger air defense systems spotted in Syria. Flying syringes, Bill Gates wants to release genetically modified mosquitoes to inject you with vaccines. Male infertility threatening future of human race, says author of new book. Supreme Court rolls back another horrible qualified immunity decision by the Fifth Circuit. 6,500 Asian workers died building FIFA World Cup 2022 stadiums in Qatar. High school band practice in Wenatchee, WA. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. House to vote on virus bill, arbiter says wage hike a no-go. Queen Elizabeth II says COVID vaccine is quick, painless and helps others. Peppa Pig theme park set for Legoland Florida Resort in 2022. Conspiracy theories may start to take hold at age 14. Did Stevie Wonder say he's moving to Ghana? Did NHS warn against Gwyneth Paltrow's COVID-19 advice? Is pandemicide a new word coined to describe Trump's COVID-19 response? Conservative gathering to feature Trump's false fraud claims. What is fascism? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Post spread fake Biden tweet about Coca-Cola, diversity training. Biden hasn't produced COVID-19 testing at the border. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. I wish all underwear and bralettes were made like these seamless ones from Lunaya. Speaking at CPAC, former leader of magical cult that channels Ghost of Trump. Prince Harry tells friend James Corden he left the royal family because it was destroying his mental health. Christopher Kimball's supremely unorthodox old-fashioned. Minari and the Father, you can finally watch the best movies of 2020. Europe's most active volcano is putting on a show. Goodbye, Harry and Meghan, arise, the Royal Magnificent Seven. Marry Trump, here's how we send Donald to jail. Nathan Lane teases the Birdcage sequel, this idea is so good. Immigrant advocates warn Biden, don't repeat Trump's unforgivable crimes. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Cinemark highly confident in box office rebound despite Q4 loss. Is Snowfall based on a true story? Tom Holland ran in a trash bag to lose 27 pounds for Cherry. Jennifer Lopez tops Google's list of most searched Golden Globes dresses. These popular Everlane flats are just $39 before they get discontinued. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. The sky this week, enter the snow moon. Infinity and Beyond Episode 16, Pluto's Icy Heart. Watch fly through the Crab Nebula's delicate heart. In pictures, relive the 2020 annular eclipse of the sun. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Mars rover captures first sounds recorded on another planet. NASA's Perseverance rover is bringing a hidden message to Mars. Mars rover poised for launch atop Atlas V rocket. NASA's helicopter flight over Mars, a Wright brothers moment. Mars helicopter reaches big milestone on flight to planet. Mars landing site offers best chance to find signs of past life. Atlantic Ocean circulation weakens, sparking climate worries. CBS News poll, many would get vaccine, but hesitancy remains. Biden administration marks 50 million coronavirus shots in first 5 weeks in office. A shot of hope, vaccine questions answered. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Every UFO document the Central Intelligence Agency has is now available for public download, and it's crazy. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Man running around with no clothes on shot while carrying Bible through Florida apartment complex. Princess Latifah urges UK authorities to investigate sister's 2000 kidnapping. Tiger Woods moved to another Los Angeles hospital after surgery. House to vote on stimulus bill, minimum wage hike a no-go. World Series hero Mookie Wilson recalls growing up in a world without Black history. Cat reunited with owner after 15 years apart in Southern California. DNA found on pin of vanilla Coke help authorities solve 40-year-old murder mystery. Exclusive, Manhattan DA's top deputy Karen Anafilo lands at law firm Garagos Global. Crayons ready to eat are finally here, good news if you're a Marine. House passes Equality Act to provide long-sought legal protections for LGBTQ+ people. The following headlines are from military.com. Lawmakers want to make all vets, some caregivers eligible for VA COVID-19 vaccines. Calls to military law enforcement reveal racial disparities, Army General says. At pivotal moment in Afghanistan war, Biden weighs a dilemma. Midshipman settles case against Naval Academy Superintendent, former Navy Secretary. Supreme Court weighs if federal job protections for military apply to states. Biden orders airstrikes on Iranian-backed militias in Syria after rocket attacks. Yes, there is a pink tax on women's military uniforms, report finds. Pandemic thwarted efforts to track sexual assaults at military service academies. Fort Bliss commander wants leaders in barracks more often to stop sexual harassment, assault. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Motorists shot on Dan Ryan Expressway. Where does your town get its water? Search your map. CTA work vehicle stolen after left running at 95th Street Red Line Terminal. Black Chicago police officers band together for new voice during reckoning over racism in law enforcement. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, here's what's happening Friday with COVID-19 in the Chicago area. Daywatch, state sets vaccine record, Illinois towns on the verge of water shortage and Miss Biscuit is reopening. Column, the sun is out, the air feels almost warm, there's a word for that, apricity. Just 50 miles from Lake Michigan, groundwater is running out, leaving Illinois towns with a tough choice to make. More Illinois residents are turning to Lake Michigan for their drinking water. Climate change could add volatility to the supply. She was the voice that we needed, Logan Square community activist Tammy Lovedyes. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Novel catalysts improve efficiency of urea synthesis at ambient conditions. Ancient Egyptian manual reveals new details about mummification. Pioneering prehistoric landscape reconstruction reveals early dinosaurs lived on tropical islands. Warming may promote spread of invasive blue catfish. The Grand Teton discovers the largest cluster of galaxies known in the early universe. Microbes deep beneath seafloor survive on byproducts of radioactive process. UN, carbon cutting pledges by countries nowhere near enough. Were it not for humans, woolly mammoths would have lived for 4,000 more years, simulation shows. Changing the way we conduct research, advocating for sustainability science. IT companies should recruit more women for better team performance. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Friday, February 26th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Is the world running out of oil? Who was the first scientist? Scientists say climate change will continue to drive disease outbreaks. 15 best magnesium supplements on the market. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Marlon Miller retiring as MLB's head of special events. Upon further review, OSU trademark challenge reinstated. Not all anti-racist ideas are good ones. Why Americans should care about the trial of democracy activists in Hong Kong. School closures have failed America's children. Fire visible across Los Angeles burns commercial yard, buses. As Handmaid's Tale returns, creator sees no end in sight. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Massive fire visible across Los Angeles burns commercial content yard, buses. German radio station apologizes for comment on K-pop's BTS to the coronavirus. Coronavirus, California models project record lows this time next month. Pokemon Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl remakes announced. Lehigh sues county for stalling expansion of Cupertino Quarry. Full moon in February 2021, when to see the snow moon. LA dog has turned into a scaredy cat during the pandemic. Hey Dieter, do the Warriors have a Draymond Green problem? This garbage must end, Rand Paul. Marjorie Taylor Greene rebuked over transgender statements. TV tonight, Dateline. NBC examines alleged sex cult and ex-IVM. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Man sentenced in shooting that partially paralyzed a deputy. Indianapolis to relax COVID-19 restrictions starting Monday. New Orleans relaxing pandemic restrictions as numbers fall. Tim Kaine, Congress needs to be briefed on U.S. airstrikes in Syria. In Macedonia, 6 ex-officials get prison terms for wiretaps. Alabama man pleads guilty in Good Samaritan slaying. The next headlines are from The Intercept. France and the myth of a colorblind society. Eric Prince and the failed plot to arm a Central Intelligence Agency asset turned warlord in Libya. Environmental group charges EPA with ignoring evidence of cancer. Democrats pressure Biden on U.S. backing for Saudi war in Yemen. More than 2 years after viral chokehold video, NYPD officer has faced no discipline. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Friday, February 26, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Flickering the neural activities with LED lights. Vitamin B May 6 help keep COVID-19 cytokine storms at bay. Using artificial intelligence to hunt for breast cancer. Changing the silkworm's diet to spin stronger silk. Social media use driven by search for reward, akin to animals seeking food. Stark warning, combating ecosystem collapse from the tropics to the Antarctic. Statin use associated with increased survival in severe COVID-19. Improving water quality could help conserve insectivorous birds, study. Genes identified that increase the risk of obesity but also protect against disease. Finding their comfort zone. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Water main break shuts down SB Harlem Avenue at 60th Street. A Chicago summer, CPD is planning for it. Data in black box from Tiger Woods SUV could help determine cause of wreck. Local painters' mask portraits capture life during the coronavirus pandemic. Live updates. Tiger Woods moves to new hospital. Prince Harry on stepping back from royal life. It was a really difficult environment. Police offer $100 for guns at Saturday turn-in event on North Side. How parents can manage kids' screen time as the COVID-19 pandemic drags on. CTA vehicle stolen, crash near 95th Street Red Line stop. Dear Abby, my child's father, in prison, sends me demands, insults. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. Opinion, Rush Limbaugh's hate doesn't deserve a special day. Testo Prime reviews 2021, legit testosterone booster supplement or Testo Prime side effects? Pelvic floor strong system reviews, does Alex Miller's pelvic floor exercises really work? Blood pressure 911 reviews, blood pressure 911 supplement really work, safe ingredients or any side effects? Missouri teachers and childcare workers can get COVID vaccine starting March 15th. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Kenneth Whitaker to take over Michigan United, pledges to end white supremacy. Metro Detroit now has its first conveyor belt sushi spot, Kara Sushi. COVID-19 outbreak shuts down Detroit Whole Foods store. The Great Lakes Coffee Roasting Company expands to Florida. We want to get murdered in these cute Wi-Fi-less cabins with phone lockboxes in western Michigan. Rapper Burner's Cookies dispensary expands to Kalamazoo. Black lead food, land justice groups, land leads to self-determination. Neo-Nazis plan to establish white nationalist compound in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. Detroit's expanded Good Neighbor program allows anyone over 55 to get vaccinated if they escort an eligible Detroit senior. NIDA FWB, Friends with Benefits, Top 10 Best FWB Dating Apps and Sites. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Friday, February 26, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. What to watch for at the 78th Golden Globes. Openings and closings, Burke Hospitality's new concepts, Downhouse closes, Midway Barbecue burns. Reviews for the uneasily quarantined, Billie Eilish, the world's a little blurry. Jason Ringenberg is on a Rhinestone high. 3 teens reportedly in lead for JJ What's Next Stop. We must end fanatical fandom evangelicalism. Houston's 5 best weekend food bets, Blue Dorn takes on prime rib for Sunday supper. FEMA vaccine jabs begin with long lines as city appointments fill in a blink. Don't buy that generator just yet. Best virtual bets, Aztec Tales, French films, and Sin Muros. The next headlines are about world records making news. Man swims 8.6 kilometers with handcuffs on to set new Guinness World Record, News 18. Latest A new Guinness World Records exhibit is coming to DFW, Talk Radio 1210 WPHT. Why recent pro race times have been so fast, runnersworld.com. A burn to the finish, the story of Pitt's record-setting relay, 50 years later, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Sprinter sets a world record, and it's not the shoes, the Wall Street Journal. The world's smallest stuff, dogs, fidget spinners, ecosystems and more, Guinness World Records. Guinness World Record for Staines Nursery Worker Royal Borough Observer, Windsor Observer. Record-breaking kayaker Alexander Doba dies after summiting Kilimanjaro, Guinness World Records. Where have Britain's athletics world record holders gone? Telegraph.co.uk. Freediver sets world record with 81-meter swim beneath the ice, Euro Weekly News. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Striking Australian bee spotted for first time in a century, but it could face new threats. Sony will reportedly start supporting SSD upgrades for the PS5 later this summer. The grift and cybercrime blight on the COVID-19 vaccine rollout. Deep nostalgia can turn old photos of your relatives into moving videos. Why a Harlem activist's decades-long fight for environmental justice matters more than ever. Spider-Man Tom Holland discusses his post-No Way Home future with Marvel. Canon's excellent EOS R5 has one huge flaw. Get a copy of Final Fantasy VI Remake for $30, because the PS Plus version won't upgrade to Intergrade. Perseverance's most intriguing images captured from Mars so far. Get noise cancelled with Anker Soundcore Q30 headphones for $68. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Nadi in Fiji at 107.24 degrees Fahrenheit or 41.8 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 68.26 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 55.7 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Maryland School District places largest ever order for electric buses. Hands-on with Stellantis new Android-based Connect 5 infotainment. Live chat today, Ars Texas on living through last week's Arctic adventure. Rocket report, Cornwall says LOL, no to space tourism, Korean rocket on track. Review, thought-provoking sci-fi drama Bliss works on multiple levels. Final Fantasy VI Remake Intergrade leads latest PlayStation game reveal event. CDC's Vaccine Finder aims to help you find COVID shots, but needs a lot of work. The genetics of relatively healthy obesity. AT&T announces deal to spin off DirecTV into new company owned by AT&T. Google reportedly promises change to research team after high-profile firings. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Here's how Mary Trump helped the Manhattan to track Uncle Donald's new patterns of tax fraud. Embattled South Dakota was reading Joe Biden conspiracy theories on his phone when he killed pedestrian in his car. CPAC panelist says Trump Capitol mob felt hopeless over a rigged election. Prince Harry, British press were destroying my mental health. Fellow senators mock Ted Cruz's infamous Cancun trip with a biting prank. Watch, CPAC crowd erupts in jeers and boos after hosts ask them to wear masks. If you think Marjorie Taylor Greene is nuts, you should meet her dad. The GOP is now the Soviet Communist Party circa 1979, and headed for a similar fate, conservative. The impeachment trial reveals the weakness of the Constitution. Proud Boys leader throws pals under the bus for attacking Capitol during CNN interview. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. 2 controversial detention centers will reportedly stop holding families long-term. Please don't kill me, Angelo Quinto pleaded. The cops kneeled on his neck for 4 minutes. Senate parliamentarian kills the dream of a $15 minimum wage, for the moment. The House just voted to protect gay and transgender rights. Illegal alien no more, the Biden administration drops the label. Why do meatpacking workers face such gruesome conditions? Voters of both parties want to ditch plutocracy and election rigging. Zoom just added free captions after a hard-of-hearing health reporter shines a light. Biden nominates 3 to USPS board, threatening embattled Postmaster General DeJoy. The climate crisis may threaten all that depends on the Colorado River. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. 5 minutes with Sergei Strakov, preparing for Q-Day, Security Magazine. GPS coordinates fly to Mars, JPL seeks extraterrestrial communication link, inside GNSS. Titan's atmosphere recreated in an Earth laboratory, phys.org. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Tau, enabler of diverse brain disorders and target of rapidly evolving therapeutic strategies, science. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Remembering Mechnikov in the time of COVID-19, Gordon 2021, Wiley. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Friday, February 26, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Airline confirms encounter with cylindrical-shaped UFO over New Mexico. Cylindrical-shaped UFO zooms past commercial airliner, as reported by pilot. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Friday, February 26, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.